Hi, my name's Ian and welcome to the channel. If you've not been here before and you haven't been before, then welcome back. In this video we're going to be changing the skylight lids on my SKYMAXX skylights that I've got on the van. There's three of them all together. So there's two 400 by 400 ones and one 700 by 500 one. And the reason for changing those is because they're defective, which I might explain either later in this video or in a different video, but as it's a nice day today I just want to get round to changing them, so we'll go into that in a minute. But I'll show you the new ones. So if you're unfortunate yourself to have to replace the lids, they do come complete, as in, so you basically got the whole lid, and then obviously you've got the actual section for lifting it up as well, so that's all as one. And then it also comes with this rod as well with it as well, which will I was quite surprised it actually came with that as well. I thought, in fact, for truth, I didn't even think it'd come with the handles, but we've got the whole thing there. So that's the big one. And this is one of the what they call the 400 by 400 mesh. The actual skylight itself is actually bigger than 400, but the actual aperture, the hole, is 400 by 400 or thereabouts. But it's to replace the ones I've already got anyway. But again, comes with the handles, and then also comes with a rod as well to insert it into position. So this is my existing skylight, and I've got the new one up here as well, and I've just double checked to make sure that these on the new one all line up, which they do. The next thing you need to do is you're going to have to take out, there's a screw here which you need a Phillips screwdriver for, and there's also one on the other side, and then basically you've got a rod that goes through the middle. So once you get the screw out, you probably need something like this screwdriver, something very long and thin, be able to go in there and actually just poke the rod out, and then we'll then be able to I'll probably get my wife just to lift it off from the inside, and then we'll be able to get it out. So instead of taking the screws out from either end, I've just got my thin little screwdriver, and then I've pushed the rod through. It's grabbed hold of a pair of pliers, and it's sort of sticking out here, so I'll just need to pull it with the pliers a bit more because it's a bit quite stiff, and then we can then lift the skylight out. So that's the rod now out. So I've now lifted up here, and what we then need to do is we need to, so it will come out, I don't know if you can see, there's like a channel in there that it's sat into. We need to now twist the skylight round to either the right or the left, so basically that unhooks itself, and then obviously it'll basically just rotate in it so it comes out of that slider, and then we'll put the new one back in exactly the same way. Now I've got the old one out, it's better to see now, so you can see you've got these this section here, and you'll have the same on the other side as well. So when you come to put the new one in, basically stick it at an angle, and then you'll rotate it in so they lock into, sit into position, and then you can then put your rod back in afterwards. Well, I got the new one sat in here now, but I've decided I'm going to take it back out again. The reason for doing that is I want to put the screw in on this far end here, that when the rod goes back in, it only goes so far, then I can just then put the screw in from this end onto this side. Just make life a bit easier. So obviously you're putting this self-tapping screw into plastic that's never been tapped before, so just take it easy while you're putting them in. Maybe run it in and out a few times, just sort of go in part way in, part way out, just to bring the swarf back out. And what I'm going to do, actually do the other one as well. I'm going to put the screw in the other side there so it's already tapped, and then take it back out, and then when the rod goes in I can then screw it back in really easily without distorting the plastic potentially. Now once you've got it rotated back in again, then obviously it's a case of just putting the rod back through, and then sticking the screw in the end of it. Right, that's the rod back in. You just take your time when you put those in. You just need to sort of move it about, wiggle it about a bit, because obviously the plastic's flexible, and and obviously it's there's a new seal underneath there as well, so underneath the actual skylight. So obviously everything's all a bit tighter than what it would have been when it was on before. But that's that back in now. It's got to put the screw in the end of it, and that'll be that one completed. So that's one nice shiny new one now installed. So I've got the wanted it at the back there, which might be fun because I've got solar panels sat down one side of it, but hopefully you can get at it. And then the worst one of the lot is that one. When I say the worst one of the lot, it's quite easy to do. It's just that that one is degraded quite badly. I'll do the other 400 by 400 off camera, but obviously we're going to do the big one now. So it's the same procedure as before with the small one. So basically you need to take the screw out to this side, screw out the other side, push the rod out, which I'll probably do from that side coming back this way, because I've got the awning rail in the way there, and then obviously in case of twisting it out, I'll drop the new one in, and the same procedure as before really. Right, so that's 2 screws out, so I'm going to get the rod. The hole is absolutely bright today, I can't see a damn thing. I'm then going to give it a push using this one, the spare rod now from the other small one. That'll be enough to grab it from the other side. Right, around the other side now, I'm going to take it off. So, there's the rod sticking out, it's got a pair of pliers. Ooh. Try and fall off the ladder. There you go, just pull it out. This rod's a lot longer than the ones on the shorter one. And again, in case it then just lift it up, rotate it, and the whole thing will then come out. So as before with the other one, I've put the screw in on the far end there, so that one's in ready. So obviously the rod can only go so far and then stop. And in case of just then wiggling the new rod that we've got, then down through the hole. As I said, as you're putting it through, you just need to you know, that's tight as well. The other one was a bit tight as well when I tried to put it in there. That's interesting. Oh, it's going now, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I need 2 hands for doing this, so I'll push it in. That's the big one now in. I must say, getting that rod through there was a bit of a nightmare. I ended up having to climb up on the roof, and then got my wife on the other side with a ladder, just trying to line up. When I managed to get through to about here, then trying to line up the rest of them whilst trying to push the rod in at the same time was quite difficult, but I managed to get it in there now, so that's that one done. And as I said, I've just got the one at the back to do, which I'm not going to bother doing, filming it, because it's going to be a bit of a bugger to get at, I think. So that's the third one now in as well. I had to end up messing about with that solar paddle on the right hand side there. Thankfully it tilts, so I just undid the bolts on one side of it, managed to tilt it up and then get into then whack the rod out from the other side there. It was a bit of a pain in the bum, but got it out and then we're back together again now. So that's all 3 new ones on there, looking nice and sparkly. Anyone's got any questions regarding the installation of these, please don't hesitate to ask. So that's the installation of those 3 skylights now complete. Great if you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again in the next one. Cheers.